my channel and welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm going to get stuck into a little bit of baking, and I know a lot of us in UK lockdown have found ourselves in our kitchen muddling around trying to find our way and trying new recipes and making loads of bakes. So with that being said, today is my dad's birthday, so I thought what better time than ever than to make a cake today. And usually when I make a birthday cake it is typically like a sponge cake, vanilla, something kind of Victoria sponge like with jam and cream in between. But while we've been in lockdown, I feel like we've been very resourceful with our ingredients. A lot of us making banana bread. I know that I have made quite a few in my time, and I've actually made jam as well using strawberries that we're going to go out to date. And because I like that kind of theme where we're trying to be as resourceful with our ingredients, I thought what better time than to try making a carrot cake. Now I've never made carrot cake before, I've tried plenty, but I've always thought it must have been one of those cakes that's quite difficult to do because it is so moist and light. And I am not a star baker over here, let me tell you, I'm definitely not Great British Bake Off, but I do like to try my hands at it, so I thought I would try and get a good recipe that was easy to follow, and while I was doing it I thought it'd be good to make this little video. This is a really good one because I find a lot of the time when I'm making cakes I am using so much butter and I'm running out like for just general use. So that's when you actually use oil. So I'm going to get into the ingredients and show you what I have, and hopefully you join along as well. If you do, then please tag me over in your stories, I'd love to see them. And yeah, let's just get started. So for your carrots, you are going to need 350 grams of carrots. You're going to be grating these up for your cake. You'll also need 4 medium eggs. Large would probably be fine, but I'm using medium ones for this recipe. Also need 2 different types of sugar. So you will need your brown sugar and also just your regular cane sugar that you'd pop in tea and coffee. So no caster sugar in this recipe, it's regular cane and then brown, soft brown sugar. So I've got 200 grams of each, which is quite a lot. It's a very, very sweet treat. And you will also need just under 300 millilitres of vegetable oil or any other oil you want to use, maybe coconut oil, something like that. I've got 295 millilitres of oil in this glass. And for your flour, I'm actually quite surprised because you only need 250 grams of self-raising, so that's absolutely perfect. Of course, that is your basic sponge. Now you're going to need some vanilla for flavouring. I've got 100 grams of pecan halves. You can grab these in your Whole Food aisle or in Marks and Spencer's. They've got them at the snack aisle. So I grabbed 100 grams of these, just a small packet. I've also got 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. I've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder and then half of a teaspoon of sea salt, so you need it to be one of those grinder ones, and I've just ground that very, very finely. And then I've got 65 grams of mixed dried fruit. I couldn't just get raisins, so I got just a mixed dry fruit bag. So I'm going to take my wet ingredients bowl, which is typically the larger one that I use. I'm just going to pop in my sugars. I'm going to add my vanilla. I just free pour my vanilla every time, I never measure it. And then time to add the oil. Just popping in my cinnamon, baking powder and salt to the mix. And then just using a spatula, just give that a mix together. This smells absolutely amazing. It's got that really nice toffee taste, and that's obviously where it gets the colour for the carrot cake. So I'm going to keep some of these pecans so I can decorate the top, so I'm just going to take a wee handful out, maybe that much. But the rest of them I'm going to chop up quite roughly into smaller pieces. It does look like quite an awful lot though, doesn't it? That's what the recipe said, but we'll just go with it. So yeah, I've just got to coarsely chop up these pecans. Sugar and oil mixture. I'm going to put in 1 egg at a time, just whisking it. I'm going to use my electric hand blender. I've actually got a big KitchenAid, but sometimes I think it's when you do these videos it's quite good to see how you can do it by hand, because not everyone's got one of them, and they are quite good for doing things quickly. But today I'm in the mood to bake and I kind of enjoy the whole process, so I'm going to just use my little hand blender. This one is from B&M. It wasn't expensive at all. It comes with different attachments. And it also has a blender one on it as well, so it's good if you're making soups and stuff. So if you ever see that by the brand Tower, then pick one up because they're really great. I think I paid £15 for this. add in my flour, just a piece at a time, and then keep folding the mixture. I like to put my liquid in a bigger bowl for this reason, because this is obviously going to come up quite high. And I've also at this stage popped on my oven to 180 degrees so that that can preheat. Two cake tins, they're the exact same size. They are 8-inch, 20cm rounds, and they are both bottomless, so you can take them out like this. And all I'm going to do with these, I don't actually use any greaseproof paper or anything. I just spray them with sunflower or butter fry light. This is my best hack. It's so quick and easy, no faffing about with paper. These are non-stick anyway, but it just really helps to get it out once the cake is finished. And all I'm going to do now is fill these bowls up and get these in the oven. Now those have just gone into the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. Just keep checking them, make sure they're not burning, and that is at 180 degrees Celsius. I'm just going to give it a quick clean up here, and then we'll get on with doing the frosting for the top. So whilst they're in the oven, I'm going to make up my frosting. So what you need is 125 grams of soft cream cheese. You're going to whip this first, and then you're going to add in, like a piece at a time, 140 grams of icing sugar. And once that's all combined, I'm then going to add in 85 millilitres of heavy cream, just double cream. Okay, so one of my cakes are ready. It's a slightly smaller one. The bigger tin still needs an extra 5 minutes or so, but I'm going to show you how you can remove these from the bottomless tins easily. You just grab a glass. So I'm just going to get one of these ones here, and then using my kitchen towel, because it's still roasting hot, I'm going to take my cake on top of here, move this across, and then simply press down on the sides, and it comes off easily. I've just popped both my sponges in the fridge to make sure they're completely cool before I add my frosting on top, which is also cooling on the top shelf. And then to assemble the cake, all I did was sandwich the two pieces together using some of the frosting, and then the rest of it, of course, went on the top. I left that really rustic looking. I love when carrot cake looks like that. I've chopped up some pecans to decorate it, and I've also put on some cinnamon and some sprinkles as well. So guys, honestly, try this. It was the most delicious cake. I really hope you enjoy it. The recipe is in the description box, and I thank you so much for watching. See you guys soon. Bye!